complex compounds are a special class of compounds in which the metal atoms or ions are bound to a number of anions or neutral molecules. In modern terminology, these compounds are called coordination compounds. Coordination compounds or complex compounds are a type of addition compounds. When two or more stable compounds are allowed to combine in stoichiometric ratios, crystalline compounds are formed. These are known as addition or molecular compounds. For example, when saturated solutions of potassium sulfate and aluminium sulfate are mixed and heated till the crystallization point is reached, we get the well-known compound potash alum. Similarly, if we add a solution of potassium cyanide to a white precipitate of nickel cyanide, the precipitate immediately dissolves, and a red-orange solution of a new compound is obtained. On the basis of their nature, addition or molecular compounds are divided into two categories. They are double salts and coordination or complex compounds. Double salts are molecular compounds that are stable in the solid state but break down into individual constituents when dissolved in water. Note that the individual properties of the constituents are not lost in these compounds. For example, an aqueous solution of potash alum will give the tests for K+, Al+3 and SO4-2 ions. Other common examples of this class include carnallite and Moore's salt. On the other hand, coordination compounds are molecular compounds that retain their identity even when dissolved in water. Note that the individual properties of the constituents are lost in these compounds. For example, when potassium ferrocyanide is dissolved in water, it does not give the usual tests for Fe+2 and Cn- ions, indicating that the ion FeCN6-4 does not dissociate into Fe+2 and Cn- ions. Other familiar examples for nickel, copper, and silver are shown here. Actually, these ions are present in the form of a new ion called a complex ion. Compounds that have complex ions are called complex compounds. as the central metal ion in the complex ion forms dative or coordinate covalent bonds with the species surrounding it. Complex ions are also known as coordinate ions, and hence the corresponding compounds as coordinate compounds. Transition metals show a greater tendency to form complex compounds. This is due to the relatively smaller size of the metal ions, high ionic charges, and the availability of vacant d orbitals for bond formation. Coordination compounds form the backbone of modern inorganic and bioinorganic chemistry and chemical industry. Naturally occurring complex compounds are vital to living organisms. For example, chlorophyll is a coordination complex of magnesium. Hemoglobin is a coordination complex of iron. While vitamin B12 is a coordination complex of cobalt. Complex compounds find extensive use in electroplating, metallurgical processes, textile dyeing, and medicinal chemistry. Apart from that, they also find applications as industrial catalysts and analytical reagents. A coordination complex is the product of a Lewis acid-base reaction, in which a central metal atom or ion forms coordinate covalent bonds with neutral molecules or anions called ligands. Similar to the terms central metal and ligand, there are some other terms like coordination number, coordination sphere, coordination polyhedron, oxidation number, homoleptic complex, and heteroleptic complex, which are used with reference to coordinate compounds. Hence, you must get familiarized with these terms to understand different aspects of coordination chemistry. So let's go through these terms in detail. The first term is central metal atom or ion. The atom or ion to which one or more neutral molecules or anions are attached in a definite geometrical arrangement around it is called the central atom or ion. For example, the central metal ion in NiNH3 6 plus 2 is Ni plus 2, in FeCN6 minus 3 is Fe plus 3, and in COCl6 minus 3, it is the CO plus 3 ion. As the central metal atom or ion acts as an electron pair acceptor, it is also referred to as a Lewis acid. Another important term is ligand. A ligand is any atom, ion, or molecule capable of donating a pair of electrons to the central atom. A ligand is also known as a coordination group. As ligands are electron pair donors, they act as Lewis bases. Ligands may be simple ions such as halide ions, small molecules such as water or ammonia, or large molecules such as ethane 1,2-diamine or ethylene diamine tetraacetate ion. The number of atoms in a ligand that bind to the central atom in a complex is referred to as denticity. When a ligand